On Wednesday of this week, Acting Defense Secretary Robert Salasis signed an order that will activate no fewer than 1,500 active duty United States military members to the southern border of the United States. This, of course, was a result of Donald Trump's declaration that the United States is in a state of emergency due to people coming across the border. That's an emergency, but apparently not an emergency that warrants, a giant response, just 1,500 troops. I mean, he could have sent 15,000 troops. He could have sent 30,000 troops, but they decided, 1,500, which only gives each person, a couple miles to defend. Yeah, that's totally going to solve the problem, right? That we say is millions of people coming across the border every month is what Republicans have told us over the last year. So, one of two things has to be true. One, either Republicans have been lying to us about how bad the problem is, and that's why they're only sending a tiny number of people down there to the southern border. Or two, these people they're sending to the southern border are in fact all different versions of Captain America. They're all super soldiers that are going to be able to single-handedly stop millions of people a month from coming across the border, right? One of those two things has to be true, and they cannot both be true. But there's a third option that goes along with these. Because option number one, by the way, is the truth. The so-called crisis at the border is not what Republicans would have you believe. Border apprehensions have actually been up in the last 4 years as compared to the number of border apprehensions during Trump's administration. In other words, Biden statistically did a better job of securing our border than Donald Trump did. Yet, voters trusted Trump more with it. And you're about to see what that gets you. Because these troops are not going down there to help ICE make sure we're getting everybody and we're not seeing anybody in the bushes. No, this is Donald Trump's deportation Gestapo. That's what these people are. I'm sure in the first few days, maybe even weeks, they will be posted up along the southern border. Then after that, more of them will arrive. But they won't be posted up along the border. They will instead be out there conducting raids. They will be the ones going into the schools and churches because Donald Trump says we're going to allow that now, and dragging immigrants out by their hair, dragging them out kicking and screaming, sticking them on buses and then shipping them to the internment camps where they await their deportation. That's what this is. So it may seem small at first, like, 1,500. Obviously, that's not that big of a deal. This is just a taste. This is just to get you used to it. This is just to basically give you a false idea of what it's all about. To make you think, we're just sending a few people down to look at the border, don't worry. It's just a couple, just for a limited time. Until the next wave hits. And that's the one that's going to cause all the damage. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.